Hello and welcome to another edition of Michael Grubbs Makes Things. I'm Michael Grubbs. This is my weekly YouTube address where I talk about what's on my calendar for last week, what's on my calendar for the week to come. Let's see, last week, I don't know what really excitement. Yesterday was Labor Day. I don't know if any of you saw my amazing Memorial Day post on Facebook. It was pretty heartfelt. I talked about my wife's family's military service. It was pretty awesome. I posted it. I was super proud. I felt good. It was a feel-good post. And then I went in and told my wife about it, and she was like, "It's Labor Day, you idiot." So that's one of the exciting things that happened this past week. Besides that, like I said, I'm getting ready for my new album, which is I'm going in just 2 weeks now. So I spent a lot of time at night just sitting up and thinking about that, working on it, moving between the couch and the piano. Probably annoying Buster and my wife, but hopefully we'll get something good out of it. I don't know. The other thing I'm working on right now, I mentioned that musical that I'm trying to adapt. There's this book called Gil's Off-Right Diner that I really like, and I think it would make a really cool musical. So I've kind of started just imagining what that would look like. I don't know if it'll ever happen. I don't know. But I've put a lot of hours into it this week. I've compressed what's like a 9-hour read into basically like 18 scenes, and I don't know what the next step is. I've never done anything like this before, so I'm kind of just exploring, meeting people, talking to people, and that's where that's at. I'm doing some covers. Tomorrow I'm going into the studio with Chris again. I'm really excited. I've got Emily Hope Price from Pearl and the Beard and Amanda Lowe, who's a really amazing violinist. She actually plays, if you go down below, there's a link to a cover of Lean On that I did that features her on violin. She's so good. So I'm going to be in the studio with those two and Chris for the next couple of days recording a cover. I think I'm going to do this song called Hold On To Me by Mondo Cosmo. I'm going to post a link to the video below so you can check that out, because it is one of the most moving, beautiful music videos I've ever seen in my life. It's such a wonderful song. I'm a huge fan of it, so I'm really excited to cover that. Besides that, I don't know, Brian Dunmeyer asked me in the first video, and I can't believe Brian has been he's been such a cool fan for such a long time. He's fed Wakey Wakey when we first toured through Wilmington forever ago, and has been just one of those guys that just always is super supportive, always just really positive comments, and I love him as a fan so much. He made a comment on the very first video and asked while I was in LA if I got to check out the In-N-Out Burger, so that brings us to the burgers portion of this post, because burgers are something that I'm really passionate about. I really do love burgers. The In-N-Out Burger, I think, is a fantastic kind of, so basically on the fast food scale, I put In-N-Out at the very top. I think it's a fantastic fast food burger, better bun, fresher ingredients, huge fan of it. Another place I got to eat while I was there, which I think kind of moves us more into the fancy burger category, is this place called Umami Burger. That's in LA. That's really good as well. So if you're going to LA and you are a burger fan, Umami Burger, In-N-Out, both of those you got to hit. So Brian, to answer your question, yes. As far as New York burgers go, though, because this is something I actually feel like I know something about, because I've given a lot of time eating burgers. I've been really giving of myself, to go to these places, sit down, eat burgers, and just invest that time. And so one of my favorite spots, obviously Shake Shack. Everybody knows Shake Shack. It's a great burger. It really is. It's so soft. It's beautiful. I like burgers that are a little easier to handle. I'm not a big fan of the huge, gross burger, which is great sometimes. But for my everyday burger, if I'm in the mood for a burger, I want something that I can hold in my hands. A little bit of grease is fine. I don't want to get too crazy. So anyway, Shake Shack, fantastic for that. My other two New York places I really like, Corner Bistro, super famous New York place. If you're visiting New York, it's in kind of the West Village area. It's fantastic burger, super bare bones, no frills, just the burger. Get some cheese on it, maybe get some bacon on it if you're feeling crazy. That's what I do. Get an order of the French fries there. They have really good French fries. And last but not least, there's this place called Black Market that's in the East Village. It's at 6th Street and Avenue A. Black Market is spelled BLKMKT. They have one of my favorite burgers that I've ever had in my life. Actually, whenever I have, if I meet up with an old guy friend or something I haven't seen in a while, I always say let's go to Black Market and eat burgers. One time I took one of my one of my cousins there, and he actually ate 2 burgers, which is unprecedented. Yes, Brian Grabowski. What's up, Brian? Anyway, so that's pretty much it for this week. I know it's not that exciting. I'm talking a lot about burgers, but I'm in a writing place, so I'm doing a lot of stuff in my own head that's not really that exciting. But hopefully next week I'll have more. I'll tell you about the studio. I'll tell you what happened and how it all came out. Maybe there'll be some new songs to post. Who knows? But in the meantime, if you have any questions, post them below. I love answering the questions in these videos. It's super fun. If you have anything you want to know at all. Also, upcoming shows. I'm playing in Montreal. I'm playing in Chicago at the Icon Festival. I'm playing a show in Philadelphia at a college there. I'll post the tour links below and everything, so you can check that out. If there's anyone that you know, also it's important, we're trying to get to 100 subscribers on the page. If there's anyone you know that you feel like would be into these kind of posts or whatever, feel free to tag them or forward it to them, help us spread the word. You know, for Wakey Wakey a long time I said we grow when you feed us to your friends, and that really is true. So help us spread the word. We love you guys, and I'll be back next Tuesday with another edition of Michael Grubbs Makes Things. Thanks guys, I'll see you then, bye.